Welcome back, my coding buddies. In the last lesson, we learned about lists and how to structure information. Today, we're moving ahead to another important element in web development: tables. Tables help us organize data in a structured way by arranging data into rows and columns, just like you do in Microsoft Excel. A table is created using the table tag, and inside table we create rows using tr tag and gives data using td tag. Th data is same as td, but it is used for headings of a table. This code is the simple example of how you can create a basic table structure using table, tr, td and th tags. Let's create a new web page and name it as projects.html. Add this page in the navigation list on both index and about.html. Copy the basic structure of HTML code from about.html and paste it on projects.html. Give it a heading of projects using h2 tag. Let's create a table now using table opening and closing tags. Now we need to create rows using tr tag. I want 4 rows in my table. 1 row for my table heading and 3 rows for table data. So I have created 4 tr tags. I want 3 columns for my table. Since first row is for heading, so instead of td tag, we will use th tag to create the columns. We are creating this table to showcase our project name, the technology used to create the project, and what is our proficiency in it. Let's create data columns in all 3 rows using td tag. Give some data for all columns. Like I worked on portfolio website, to-do list and a weather app, so I am defining the technologies I have used and how much proficient I am in it. You can showcase anything here. Refresh the website and see it in action. Here you go. You have successfully created a table using HTML. But not every time we have a table structure with equal number of rows and columns. Sometimes we need to merge columns or rows to make different types of tables as shown here. For this purpose, Colspan and Rowspan attributes are used. Let's understand it with a little practice. I have copy-paste the table into Excel sheet for better understanding. Now I want to split the data of technology used column into two sub-columns. One for primary and other for secondary. So, let's see it carefully in Excel. I am adding a new row under our heading row for the subheadings. Since I need an extra column as well, so let's add one here. One column is for primary technology and the other is for secondary. Now the thing we want to achieve is to span the technology used column into two columns to make it a combined heading for both primary and secondary. You can see that we have 5 rows now and 4 columns. Since we have 4 rows defined in our code, let's add one more row for the subheadings. Column 1 and column 4 have no information, so we just need to define 2 columns here and write primary and secondary. We have created a new row, but it's not showing properly. So what we need to do is to span the project name heading into 2 rows as shown. For this, in our code, we will add rowspan equals 2 in our project name heading. The technology used heading should be merged into 2 columns, so we will add colspan equals 2 into our technology used heading in the HTML code. Now the proficiency heading should be merged into 2 rows. So we will add rowspan equals 2 in the HTML code for proficiency heading like we did for project name. Our headings are looking perfect, but we did not split our data into 2 columns and it's still showing 3 columns for the data. Let's add one more column in each row and split the data for primary and secondary columns. Now we have 4 column data for each row. It's looking perfect now as we expected. I know it was a bit difficult at first, but practice will make it easier for you. So let's add a new project into your table. Use Rowspan and Colspan where necessary. You can find the source code in the description. Don't forget to drop your queries in the comments section. Today we have learned what are tables and how to use Rowspan and Colspan attributes. In the next lesson, we will learn about images in HTML. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell icon so you don't miss any of our exciting lessons.